resin. We have discussed about resin. Sorry. First one, tannin. We completed in last class what? Tannin. We completed about the tannin. These are present or secreted by. These are secreted by some plants like acacia, cassia. What? Acacia and cassia. Now, second one. Now, second important one, resin. What? Resin. Here, resins are also secondary byproduct, secondary metabolite. Secondary metabolite. Okay, what? Resins are also secondary metabolite. Next, resins, these are secreted by gymnospermic plants. What? Gymnospermic plants. For example, pine. What? Pine. It is a gymnospermic plant. It is a gymnospermic plant. Okay, resin. Actually, resins are transported in some specialized channel-like structures. They are called resin passages. Resin passages. In these resin passages, resins are transported from one region or one place of the plant to another place. Okay, these are present or secreted by fine. What? Resin. Okay, what is the use of this resin? What is the use of the resin? Resins are used in varnishing. Okay, or varnishes. These are used as varnishes. Shining agent. What? Shining agent. Shining oil. Like this, in varnishing of different types of materials or instruments, these resins are used. Resins are used. Okay, next. After this, another secondary metabolite. Another secondary metabolite, that is gum. In some plants, whenever branches are cut, in some plants, whenever branches are cut, a sticky substance, substance comes out from that injury, from that injury. Okay, this sticky substance, it is called actually gum. Gum. It is called actually what? Gum. Actually, what is the importance of this gum? They absorb the water. They absorb the water. They absorb the water, and they become swollen, and they are accumulated at the site of the injury, and help in healing of injury, healing of wound or injury. This is the main important function of the gum. Main important function of the gum. Some gums are used in preparation of different types of medicine. What is the use of these gums? They are used in different types of medicine, in preparation of medicine, and in preparation of the food material. Okay, in preparation of medicines and in food material, these gums are used. Gums are used. Okay, you know, chewing gum. You know very well that chewing gum. Chewing gum. Okay, from ancient times, human beings using the chewing gum. They are collected from usually the chewing gum. They are nothing but here gum. Okay, collected from some special plant, chicle. Okay, actually this is very important, chewing gum. Chicle plant. Chicle, it is chicle plant. One type of plant. From this plant, chicle, one type of gum is extracted. These type of gums are used in preparation of the chewing gum. Preparation of the chewing gum. Examples, for example, plants like neem plant, next to acacia plant, tumma, acacia, like this some large trees, they can produce they can secrete the gum. Okay, this is important one. Observe one. Next, Next, latex. This is another type of secondary metabolite. Okay, other type of secondary metabolite, latex. Latex is secreted by some specialized cells. Latex cells are latex vessels. Latex vessels. These are present in this type of pot, latex. Some specialized plants like Hevea brasiliensis, like Hevea brasiliensis rubber plant. From the latex of the Hevea brasiliensis, rubber can be synthesized by using the latex collected from Hevea brasiliensis tree. Next, Jatropha curcus, another important one was Jatropha curcus. From this plant, one type of latex is collected. That latex is used to prepare the biodiesel. Biodiesel. Important one. What? Biodiesel. Biodiesel is prepared by using the latex collected from the Jatropha curcus plant. Jatropha curcus plant. Remember important bits these are. Hevea brasiliensis, Jatropha curcus. These two latex of these two plants is used to prepare the rubber and biodiesel. Understanding? This is about the latex. What? Latex. Here latex means it is actually milky white color substance. Milky white color substance. Okay, latex means milky white color substance. For example, this, what? Calotropis, gigantea, or something like this. Calotropis, that is very important plant. We can observe the white color latex in the plant. What? Calotropis. Okay. This is about the different types. Next, different types of pollen grain contain the nitrogenous waste material. Pollen grain of Parthenium hysterophora. What? Parthenium hysterophora. They cause the allergy. And asthma in some human beings. Actually, these pollen grains are released into the air. Whenever this air containing the pollen grain is breathed in by human beings, what will happen? These pollen grains cause the allergies and asthma in some people. Okay, this is another important one. remember. Okay, observe one. Next, Brugman. Who? Brugman. A scientist name it is. Actually, the scientist stated that roots secrete the actually roots absorb the water and different types of nutrients from the soil, you know. But Brugman stated that in addition to absorb the, listen carefully here, actually roots secrete or release some substances, some type of materials or chemicals or some fluids into the soil. Understanding? Observe carefully here. Though roots absorb the fluids from the soil, they release some fluids or some other chemical substances into the soil. Okay, this is a very important statement by the Brugman. For example, if we cultivate an apple crop, listen carefully here. If we cultivate an apple crop for 4 to 5 years in the same field or agriculture land, what will happen after 4 to 5 years? After 4 to 5 years, that apple crop, listen carefully here, that apple crop growing in that agricultural land, okay, that apple crop cannot produce the high yielding, because continuously apple plants release some substances into the soil. Because of those substances, soil becomes sterile. Understanding? In such conditions, even supply the high nutrients or high fertilizers to that sterile soil. That soil cannot respond to plants, cannot supply the nutrients to plants, cannot hold the nutrients in it. Okay, that is why, you know, you can observe, if you uproot a plant, you can observe or you can feel one type of smell, foul smell or one type of smell. Okay, you can feel type of smell actually. That smell is because of secretions secreted by or released by the root. Released by root. Yes. Okay. Remember Bruckner, important scientist name. Okay. Roots secrete some chemical substances into the soil. Next, secretion versus excretion. What is secretion and what is excretion? What is secretion and excretion? Secretion and excretion, these two are the same in some point, but they are different. Excretion means process of removal. Okay, process of removal of materials or waste materials from the body or out of the body. In excretion process, materials are released out of the body. Okay, process of removal of waste materials out of the body. This is called excretion. Secretion means, listen carefully, secretion means process movement of chemical substances from a place of the body to other place of the body, from a place of body to other place of the body. This is the what? Secretion. Observe carefully. This is, imagine body here. This is the organism's body. Chemicals are released out of the body. This is called excretion. Secretion means movement of chemicals from a region of body to other region. It is called secretion. In our body, secretion. What are the secretions? Saliva. You know very well that very important one. Saliva is a secretion. Hormone. Next, enzyme, etc. These are the best examples for the secretions in our body. Next, excretion. Examples for excretion here. Sweat, urine. These are the excretion. Okay, these are best examples for the excretory material. Whereas in plants, secretion, excretion. In plant secretion, tannin, resin, gum, latex. These are. Excretion means falling leaves, falling fruit. Okay, next falling bark, understanding. Falling leaves, fruit, bark, and some secretion, some other chemical. Okay, observe carefully here. Observe one. Observe carefully. Carbon dioxide is also already in last class we discussed. Okay. Here also excretion means carbon dioxide, oxygen. They are also one. Next to root release some chemicals into the soil. Okay, observe. Next, another type of secondary metabolite is very important one. It is alkali. Very, very valuable, important secondary metabolites. These are nitrogenous or nitrogen containing chemical compounds. Okay. Actually, plants synthesize them, this type of chemicals, for their own purposes. But human beings are using this type of secondary metabolites for their own purposes. Okay, let us discuss about uses of the alkaloids. These are very, very valuable ones. These are extensively used in preparation of medicines and other drugs. Let us discuss about different types of alkaloids. You know very well that quinine. You know very well that what? Quinine. Very important drug, quinine. Okay, next to nicotine. Another important one, what? Nicotine. Next to morphine and cocaine. Okay, what? Morphine and cocaine. Next to caffeine. What? Caffeine. Next to neem bean. Important one it is also. Next to reserpine. Reserpine. Next to scopolamine. Scopolamine. Pyrethroid. Important one. What? Pyrethroid. These are very, very important chemical compounds. What? Alkali. What? Alkali. Quinine, nicotine, morphine, cocaine, caffeine, neem bean, reserpine, scopolamine, pyrethroid. Scopolamine, pyrethroid. Actually, quinine is collected from the plant Cinchona officinale. Cinchona officinale. Next, these morphine and cocaine. They are collected from the another plant. Papaver somniferum. Papaver somniferum. Next, caffeine. It is collected from the coffee arabica. Coffee arabica. Another important one. Coffee arabica. Here nicotine. Nicotiana tobacco. What? Nicotiana tobacco. You know very well that. Tobacco. Nicotiana tobacco. Name being Azadirachta, indica. Next, researching Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia serpentina. Datura Samonium. Next, Triad procumbens. Triad procumbens. These are important medicinal plants or plants important plant name. Okay, now Cinchona officinale. Actually, from the bark of the Cinchona officinale, from the bark of the Cinchona officinale, quinine is collected. Next, Nicotiana tobaccum leaf. Next, morphine and cocaine, actually from the fruit. Next, caffeine, coffee arabica, actually from the seed. Limbin from leaves, seeds, bark. Next, resurfacing from the bark and root. Next, copalamine fruit and flowers. Fruits and flowers. Pyrethroid actually from the flower. Okay, observe one solve. Okay. Now, what are the uses of these alkalides, quinine? These are used for the anti-malaria. It is used as anti-malarial drug. Next, nicotine insecticide. Insecticide. Important one. Nicotiana tobacco is used for insecticide and to prepare the different types of the tobacco material. Next, fruits. Here only we are discussing about uses. Observe. Next, morphine and cocaine. Morphine and cocaine. These are used as painkiller. Next, coffee, central nervous system stimulant. Means it stimulates the central nervous system. Okay, central nervous system means brain and spinal cord. Next, nimbin. Nimbin, it is antiseptic material. Antiseptic. Reserpine, it is used in medicine for the snake bite. Medicine for the snake bite. Scopolamine, it is sedative material. It is actually sedative, used as sedative. Next, to pyrethroid, these are used as the insecticide. Okay, observe one. Next, another chapter. Heredity. What? Heredity. Another important chapter. What is heredity? Heredity means passing of or transmission of or passing of character from parent to progeny. Parent to progeny or offspring. Offspring is called heredity. Okay, actually, this heredity chapter, very important chapter, it is closely related to the important branch of biology, that is genetics. That is genetics. Genetics means study of genes and heredity or inheritance. Understanding? Okay. Now, in genetics chapter or in this heredity chapter, we have to discuss about an important scientist, famous scientist, Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. Who? Gregor Johann Mendel. Important one, scientist name. Gregor Johann Mendel. He conducted number of experiments on this heredity topic, and he proposed different types of laws and assumptions and propositions. Okay, he conducted experiments to observe and to study how characters are transmitted from one generation to another generation. Ultimately, he succeeded in this topic. That is why he was regarded as father of genetics. Father of genetics. Usually, he is a Austria. Listen carefully. He is an Austria country scientist or Austrian scientist. Okay, actually, he was an monk. Listen carefully here. Next, he conducted all his experiments in garden of a monastery. Okay. Actually, he conducted experiments on pea plant. Experiments on pea. Actually, garden pea. Pisum sativum. Garden pea. On this garden pea, he conducted experiments approximately 7 years. How many years? 7 years. Very important one. Remember. Okay. How many years? Actually, 7 years he conducted the experiment. Also carefully. 7 years he conducted. Actually, during the 19th century, he started his work. In the year 1857, he started his work on this topic heredity by using the pea plants in his garden, monastery garden, church garden, monastery garden, because he was a monk. He was a monk. Approximately, he conducted the experiment on 10,000 pea plants. 10,000 pea plants. On 10,000 pea plants, he worked. He worked. Actually, why he selected the pea plant for his experiment? Why he selected pea plants for his experiment? Because pea plants have some advantages or favorable characters to study the heredity. That is why he selected the pea plant. Okay, next class we will discuss about these advantages of pea plant. Okay. Now let us discuss about which type of character or which type of characters were selected by the Mendel for his experiment. Which type of characters? Actually, 7 characters. How many characters? 7 characters. How many? 7 characters were selected by the Mendel in pea plants for his study. Okay. Now let us discuss about the advantages of pea plant. What advantages of pea plant? What are the advantages? Let us discuss about advantages. What are the advantages of pea plant? What are the advantages of pea plant? Main one, annual plant. It is actually annual plant. Very important question it is. What are the advantages of pea plant? Next, bisexual. It produces bisexual flower. Bisexual flower. It has distinct character. It has distinct character. Next, actually, it is performing. Actually, it performs the self-pollination process. Self-pollination process. It is suitable for the hybridization process. Suitable for the hybridization process. Okay, these are important advantages of pea plant. These are advantages of the peace law. Okay, observe carefully.
మా 10th స్టూడెంట్స్ మీకు ఫిజిక్స్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, కనెక్ట్ లోనే ఉంటారు.